My roommate's fiancée mocked my Indian girlfriend for being poor, so I screwed their plans and kicked them out. My roommate's fiancée embarrassed my girlfriend and told her that Indians must be poor, so I told my roommate he could forget about sharing the house until she apologized. My soon-to-be aunt is quite generous with family. When one of her investment properties was vacated unexpectedly, she asked me if I wanted to move in for, basically, free. It was a fully furnished duplex condo. As our lease ends in January, and one of my roommates, Bill, proposed to his girlfriend, I asked my other roommate, Varun, if he wanted to move in. He agreed to pay all the utilities and bills. My plan was to ask my girlfriend, Veda, to move in with me soon. Since she and Varun are distant cousins and the condo is pretty big, it wouldn't be a deal breaker for her to share. But it all changed when Bill asked if he could move in with us till his wedding. Bill and his fiancée, Beth, want to save up to put a deposit on a bigger home. I agreed since it was only till the wedding, which was in 9 months. The final deal was that I wouldn't charge them any rent, and they would cover all the bills and utilities. We decided to keep our old place till the end of January and move in slowly. The incident in question happened when a few of our friends got together in the new condo to party, break in the new home. Beth was in full-on bride mode planning everything. As her MOH and a few bridesmaids are in our friend group, our every get-together is turning into wedding talks, and this was no different. Unlike Varun, who was born in the US, Veda is here in the States on an L1 work visa. She adjusted well, but sometimes she's like a fish out of water. Being a curious person, she politely asked me or someone else to explain if she didn't understand something. Beth started bragging about how it was going to be a big wedding with 200 guests. Veda got genuinely confused and asked if it was really considered a big wedding. I said yes, and left it at that. But one of the bridesmaids asked Veda if it's not considered big in India. She sheepishly said yes. When pushed further, she said that her big weddings mean upwards of 2,000 guests. The bridesmaid got intrigued and started asking Veda about Indian weddings. Veda also got into it because she wanted to know more about American weddings. The topic turned to child-free weddings, and Veda said she never attended one. Apparently, Indian weddings are mostly never child-free. I guess Beth got annoyed, she is having a child-free, and started making snide comments such as how they, Indians, might not be able to afford babysitters, etc. Veda grew uncomfortable. I finally had enough when Beth compared her own job with Veda's. I laughed in her face and said, Veda makes more money than all of the others in the house combined, and asked her to leave. Bill got involved and started making excuses about how she's stressed about the wedding, and if she leaves, Veda had to leave too as we share the house now. Here's where I might be the TA. I said no, we didn't sign any agreement yet, and he can forget about it until Beth apologizes. Update, talked to Bill, and from what I gathered it all started when he visited Beth's house. They had a small group, got drunk and played what Reddit liked to put it as, fug around and find out. One of the stupid questions was, who's the most beautiful, hottest person you've met? Partners and celebs excluded. Since Beth already answered, Bill answered, Veda. Well, you read about the fallout. He apologized to me and Veda for being a dick. His words, not mine. Beth too called and apologized to Veda. Something else triggered her, not just Bill's answer, and she will be restarting therapy soon. They are extending the lease on our old house, and they will move in together. So, both of us decided to give them a second chance. As for Veda, I guess she's the total package. Beauty and the brains. Consider it a flex. I don't care. I accidentally saw her payslip once, and she makes almost 10 times more than me. Though Veda is not the kind to lord it over others, it's still a little embarrassing. The matter of finances rarely came up till now, but moving in together means we need to have that discussion. So it held me back a little, but no more. I finally asked her move in with me, and she agreed. At least something positive came out of this mess. To those who think Veda didn't get any say in the decision, it was her choice to give them a second choice after speaking to Beth. I don't know what they talked about, and Veda's lips are sealed. These are Veda's words. If I have to cut every racist from my life, even when they are genuinely apologetic, I need to cut off my parents first and foremost for the things they said about you.